I am going to be swatching out all of my MAC lipsticks on my lips today so you can kind of get a feel for what they look like on super fair skin. I do have a neutral, slightly cool undertone. I have a couple products here to help me out because I know these lip swatches are going to get messy eventually. So I do have a NYX Wonder Pencil here. This is the lightest one available, so I can go around the line on my lips. I also have a clear lip liner just in case I need it, because on the other end it also has a lip brush. I have my favorite lip balm. This is the Clarins Hydra Essential Moisture Replenishing Lip Balm. This one's super nice. It's not sticky, it's not tacky. I've been letting this sit on my lips for a little while now. This is probably my favorite lip balm, and I also have a little beauty sponge so I can dab a little bit of residual foundation over my lips in case they get stained. So I'm just gonna jump right in. The first one is Cream Cup, and I'm almost finished with this one. This one is in a Project Pan currently. And this was Cream Cup on my lips. Next up I have Hue. This one is a glaze. It's very similar to Cream Cup, but this one has a little bit more of a peachy tone to it. So I finished off a couple of these in the past, but this one is a longtime favorite of mine, a very light kind of peachy nude shade, but this was Hue. Next up I have another nude. This one is a little bit deeper, has a little bit more of like a mauve-y sort of tone to it. It's very pretty. This is Blankety. This is Blankety on the lips, and I really enjoy this nude as well. This one, in case I didn't mention, it is an amplified finish. This one here, this is one of the huggable lip colors from MAC, and I think that they have started to discontinue some of these. This one is in the shade I'm in. These are super comfortable on the lips. This is a little bit more of a neutral, kind of peachy toned lipstick. They're quite sheer too and moisturizing. And like I said, this is one of the huggable lipsticks in I'm In. This one here, this is a glaze. I do believe this is my only glaze lipstick from MAC. This is Pervette. And this is a really interesting color. It looks like it has a frost to it. It's extremely sheer, but it does have like this bluish purple sheen to it. It's very pretty, so I will apply it for you. And like I mentioned, this one was a glaze lipstick in the shade Pervette. This next one here, this is a satin. I do really enjoy mixing this one in with other lipsticks and just putting this one in the center of the lips, but this one is Flesh Pot, and it's kind of like Myth, but this is the cooler tone version, or the more pinky tone version. So if you have a cooler undertone to your skin, you'd probably enjoy this one a little bit better, but I will apply Flesh Pot all over the lips. This one again was Flesh Pot, which is a satin. This one is very similar to the last one in Flesh Pot, but this one is Myth. This one is more of like a yellowy toned nude shade, like a concealery nude. And again, this one is one that I would use to mix in with other shades. Let me apply this. Super concealery nude on me, but funny enough, I have worn this alone in the past on the lips, and this is not my first tube of Myth, but anyway, this one was Myth, and it is a satin. This next one, I don't wear this very often. This is probably going to be one that I declutter very soon. This one is a cream sheen formula in the shade Sweet and Sour. And this is like a very bright kind of corally orange shade. Definitely not something I typically wear, and I don't know what I was thinking when I bought this one, but I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like on the lips. Yeah, definitely not something I normally wear. It does make my teeth look a little bit yellow, I think, as well. But this being a cream sheen is its only saving grace. But I don't think I have the right coloring to pull this one off. But this was Sweet and Sour. Next one is one that's been a favorite for a very long time, and it still is. This one's actually a frost, even though it doesn't look like it. This one is Angel. I would consider this like a medium toned, light to medium toned pink shade. And I'll apply it. Even though it's a frost, it doesn't look frosty on the lips at all. And this is what Angel looks like on my lips. I do believe this next one is limited edition. This one is called Sweet Experience, and this one is an amplified finish. So it's quite bright, but it's more of like a pastel shade. Let me apply this one super fast for you. This is super fluorescent. I don't even think the camera is picking up how fluorescent this is. This has like a coral undertone to it that's not really picking up on camera, but this one's probably going to be decluttered. I really haven't used it that much, but this one was Sweet Experience. This next one is one of my favorites. This one is Pink Plaid, and it's kind of similar to Angel, but it's a little bit of a deeper shade. I would say this is a true mid-tone pink, and it is a matte. So I'm going to go ahead and toss this one on. Ooh, I really love this one. This is like a true sort of mid-tone, kind of mauve-y, purpley pink shade. This is really beautiful. If you have super fair skin and like a neutral undertone, I definitely recommend this one. So this one was Pink Plaid. This one is a newer one. This is a satin formula in the shade Faux. It's very pretty. So toss this one on. Like I said, this one was Faux, and it is a satin. This is one of the mineralized lipsticks. These are a little bit more expensive, but they feel very moisturizing on the lips. They're very creamy. This one's in Dreaminess, and I guess these are called the Mineralized Rich. I thought they were just called the mineralized lipsticks, but this one is a little bit similar to MAC Snob, but I'll go ahead and toss it on the lips for you. This is so pretty. This one was called Dreaminess in the Mineralized Rich lipstick formula. I'm pretty sure that this one was limited edition. This one is a luster in the shade Rose Lily. It's a very light, very MAC Saint Germain kind of lipstick, a very pastel Barbie pink, but it is sheer. So like I said, I'll toss it on. It is a luster, so it's quite sheer. This is Rose Lily on the lips. Like I said, it's very Barbie pink. Not something that I would typically wear, but it's not too bad. I don't know. I'm gonna be doing a declutter soon, so we'll see which ones make the cut, but this was Rose Lily. This one actually used to be one of my all-time favorite lipstick shades. I think this is actually my third tube of this one, but this is another satin, and this one is the infamous Snob lipstick. So this, like I said, it's one of my favorites. I tend to pull this one out in the summertime mostly, but see what it looks like today. This is definitely pulling a little bit brighter than it is in person. This is a loud lipstick, but it's not as loud as it's coming off. It definitely looks a little bit more purple in person. But anyway, this one was Snob. While we're doing crazy bright lipsticks, this one is Saint Germain, and this one isn't amplified. Yeah, this one's really bright. This is like crazy Barbie pink. I was really scared of this lipstick for the longest time. It's so bright. It's like a white-based pink too, so it's kind of hard to pull off, but you just have to be in the right mood to wear this lipstick. So this one was the amplified lipstick in Saint Germain. My lips are starting to get just a tiny bit stained. This next one, I just finished this off in a recent Project 10 pan, but there's a little bit in the actual bullet left. This is the Viva Glam 5 lipstick. This one is a luster. This is like a rosy, kind of warm toned, rosy nude kind of color, I guess I could call it. So I'm gonna get the lip brush and apply it. That's on the other side of my Lancome Les Lipstiques clear lip liner. So this is Viva Glam 5 on my lips. I do have my lips stained just slightly. If I'm back a little bit, you can kind of get more of the actual color of what it looks like, but it has this sheen that runs through it. It's a little bit warmer. I would say if you have a neutral or warm undertone to your skin, I think it would look a little bit better on you, but this one, like I said, was Viva Glam 5. Ooh, this is a newer one. This one is a matte lipstick called Really Me. This probably should have went more towards the front in my nude section, but this is like a mauve toned kind of grayish purple color. It's very interesting. So we'll toss it on here. I think this one kind of makes me look just a little bit dead, but I'm kind of into that. I kind of like this lipstick. Even though it doesn't look the best on me, I still kind of like it. So this one was Really Me. This is one of my favorites. This is Up the Amp, and this one is an amplified. It's a very bright purple shade that almost has like a berry tone to it. Very pretty. So I just wish that this one was matte, but I'll toss it on for ya. We are starting to get a little bit wonky on the swatches, but that's to be expected after doing this many lip swatches. So this one, like I said, one of my favorites, and it is Up the Amp. I have 4 of the Pat and Polish lip pencils. I do think 1 or 2 of these are limited edition. A couple of these came in a set, but I think some of them are in the permanent line. So the first one I have is Kittenish. This is like a blue toned pink color. This is Kittenish, very shiny finish, very moisturizing on the lips. I really love this one. This next one is Revved Up. This is more of a nudie peach sort of shade. They're very sheer, so you could wear this with pretty much anything. It's not too strong of a lip color is what I mean. So this was Revved Up on the lips. This one is a little bit more of a brown tone nude. This is called Moho Maker. And I'll toss this one on as fast as I can. This is kind of like a warm toned brownie nude sort of shade, but this was Moho Maker. And then this last one is called Sultana. This is like a very deep kind of chocolatey plum sort of color. It looks more purple on the lips than like a deep vampy shade like it looks in the container, so I'll apply this very fast for you. I don't normally apply this one this dark. Usually I'll just stamp it on the lips, so the application doesn't look 100% perfect, but it's a very pretty yet buildable shade. It's very purple. It's looking a little patchy down here, but that's just because I've applied so many lipsticks today. So this one again was Sultana. Next up I have a Frost lipstick here. This is one of the only Frost that actually shows up a bit frosty on the lips. This one is Creme de la Femme. I think I got this one as a back to MAC lipstick exchange. I remember picking this one up. I don't know why I've got this one instead of something else, but this one has a very high frost to it, a very intense sheen to the frost on this one, so I'll apply it. Hopefully you can see that sheen on this one. I tried to back up a little bit so it would pick up the actual lipstick. It's like a pinky purple with the frost, so yeah, it's interesting. I'm still conflicted about it, but this one was the Frost lipstick in Creme de la Femme. This next one, I actually purchased this one because my name is Cherish, so I had to pick up the lipstick in the name Cherish. This one is a very brown lipstick on me, and I definitely don't wear this very often. I only have it because it is named after my name. So let me show you what this looks like on my lips. So like I said, this is very brown on me. It's almost like a tan. I guess it doesn't look that bad. I probably just really have to pair certain makeup with it. But this one again was in Cherish and this one was a satin. This next one is also a newer one. I just barely picked this up. I traded in some stuff for Back to MAC. This one's Twig and it is a little bit more red toned. It kind of reminds me of Maybelline's Touch of Spice. I think this one's a satin as well. So here we go. This is a little bit darker. I'm probably gonna prefer to wear this in the fall time, but anyway, this one was Twig. I think I got this about a year ago. I think my daughter likes this one more than I do. This one is Stone. This is a very deep, I would say, kind of taupey shade on me. I look a little dead when I wear it, but it's a pretty cool color, so we'll toss it on for you. Okay, this one, it's hard to see if I'm in frame, but this is Stone. Next up, I have one of my all-time favorite lipsticks. I do believe this is my second tube of this as well. This is the Retro Matte lipstick in Flat Out Fabulous. It's really cool because it's a bright lipstick, but it's dark at the same time. I would say it's more of like a purple, pink, berry kind of color, but like a fluorescent one. So this is gonna take me a minute to apply it, and it might look a little botched because I've had like a zillion lipsticks on already. Oh yeah. Ooh, this is such a pretty color. This one, Flat Out Fabulous, is definitely in like my top 5. Really love this color. So again, Retro Matte lipstick in Flat Out Fabulous. This one is one of my favorites. I wear this every single year in the summertime and also in the fall at Halloween for a Witchapalooza that I go to every year, but this is Candy Yum Yum. This one is a matte lipstick. It's very pretty, very bright, very fluorescent, very cool toned, kind of a blue toned pink. And this is super intense, but this one, like I said, is a matte lipstick and it is Candy Yum Yum. Another very bright one. This is another matte lipstick. This one is called All Fired Up. This is a very bright kind of, I guess, strawberry, berry kind of red tone color. It's very pretty. I bet everybody would look good in this one just because it has that little bit of pink to it, but it's definitely one of my favorite kind of reddy pink colors. A little wonky application, but this is All Fired Up on the lips. This next one, this is an amplified lipstick, and I've had this one for a while. It's just not one of my favorites. This is Girl About Town. I just don't think that this looks right on me. That is what this one looks like here. It's like a magenta or a fuchsia colored lipstick. So very bright pink. I'll go ahead and apply this one to the lips. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what it is about this lipstick. It's just not my favorite. I don't like the way that it wears on my lips. I don't like the tone. I don't like the sheen. I'm not a big fan of this lipstick. I think if it was a matte, I would like it a little bit more, but since it's an amplified, this one might be going in my MAC lipstick declutter. But anyway, this one was Girl About Town. I should have saved Girl About Town for the very end because it stained my lips like crazy. So this next one I have is one that I can wear sheared out. That's typically how I wear it, or I can build it up on the lips. And it is a satin lipstick in the shade Rebel. And I know this one is a lot of people's favorites. This is actually the second tube of this that I've had. So I'm just gonna dab this one around and maybe blend it out and then show you built up. We'll see how I feel. We'll see how my lips feel. This is Rebel, and I just built it up like I would typically wear it, so very pretty color. It is very sheer, but you do build this one up to a certain point. It's like an oxblood cranberry sort of color, especially beautiful for the fall time. So again, this one was Rebel. This next lipstick is part of a holiday collection, and it is a matte lipstick. This one is in Pretty Irresistible. This is a very bright red, like a pinky red sort of color. So let's toss this one on. My lips are dyed pretty much right now, but the last two lipsticks are mattes and they kind of sit on top of the lip. They don't really stain the lips, so I don't think I'll have too many issues with those. And this is the matte lipstick in Pretty Irresistible. And finally, the very last lipstick is a limited edition one that came from the MAC Toledo collection. This one is a matte lipstick as well in Tenor Voice. This is a super bright, intense red color. I would say this is a very loud red, but it's very pretty, very bright. So I will be applying this one to the lips. So on this last lipstick, I definitely had to go around the edges with my NYX Wonder Pencil here, but my lips are so crazy stained at this point. They don't feel too dry though because of that Clarins lip balm. I really love that lip balm. But anyway, this is the very last lipstick that I'm swatching for you guys. This is the MAC Matte Lipstick in Tenor Voice.